Hello, my dearest Geminis, and welcome to your reading. This is going to be a Venus in retrograde in Gemini from May 13th through June 25th. Now, before I get into that, I've done a little bit of digging. I'm not an astrologer, but I felt like it was really important to understand Venus in Gemini. Now, this happened back on April 3rd, so our sweet, loving, tender, intimate Venus entered fun and flirty Gemini, and we suddenly have this great clarity and what will make us happy, and it's really fun and effervescent energy. We're going to take this lighthearted and cerebral approach to love, and we're going to focus on lovers who really thrill our minds rather than focusing on these intense, passionate physical attractions. Now, on May 13th, Venus is going to go retrograde, and I believe, I could be wrong though, so you can double check me, Venus goes retrograde about every 18 months, so it's kind of a big deal when it does. We're going to see that issues with money and love, because Venus also rules money and finances, may stagnate or seem to stagnate, or they might dry up completely. You may feel as though you have insurmountable challenges in your relationships at this time, and you may experience this tension, but this tension is only going to help you gain perspective in the long run. Because it's a retrograde, we're also going to have old loves resurfacing for healing and closure. Now, this may mean that you receive a message. It may be that you start dreaming about this person, or it may be that it may be that you see them like on social media or something along those lines. Okay, so it's really up to you to see, is somebody coming back because this relationship was meant to be rekindled, or because one or both of you need healing and closure. So without further ado, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, I'm going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages for Geminis May 13th through June 25th. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from May 13th through June 25th. Whoa. Huh, look at that. Clarity or lack of clarity? Ace of Swords wanted to come out. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from May 13th through June 25th. Some of you guys are looking for closure and completion. Whoa, Gemini. Wow. Wow. Okay, interesting energy. Ace of Cups in reverse. Gemini, you might be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Again, I have this Knight of Cups coming out. You have two Knights, so there's a lot of movement here. But the Ace of Cups in reverse is telling me that there was or is a huge blessing, but it may not have been able to come to fruition. It could also be that there's a lack of resources, and that somebody needs to really focus at healing. I mean, you have Temperance and the Star card coming out. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place in this situation, Gemini. All right, Ace of Cups, it's time to focus on yourself. It's time to refill this cup. Four of Swords. I'm laughing because this is the ultimate healing card, right? The Four of Swords energy. This is about rest, rejuvenation. It's prayer, meditation. Some of you might be physically healing, okay, from, heartache. Because, heartache and stress can really affect our physical body, and your emotional body as well. For those of you that are interested, you can do Reiki and energy balancing to clear up any of those, those hurts and pains and traumas and sadness and disappointment that we've stored in our tissues and in our bones, okay, and that sort of thing. So the Four of Swords Swords energy, again, the need for healing, the need to take a time out, rest, and rejuvenation. And then you get the Page of Cups. For some of you, this is an apology. Either you're waiting for an apology or one is coming to you. Again, it could be that you're starting a new relationship as well, or a rekindling. So let's go ahead and see. I mean, this spread is actually one of the most phenomenal that I've pulled, and I'm towards the end of my readings here. Gemini, you guys are getting the World card as your energy. This is some sort of lack of closure, something that you weren't able to bring to fruition, but you came ever so close, okay? You're completely supported in the healing process here with the Star card. The Star card is Aquarius energy. You might have an Aquarius friend or family. You might be relying on your mother or your sister, or feminine energy. Again, it doesn't have to be here in the 3D. It could be in the spiritual realms as well. Because oftentimes I see the Star card as this being of light, who the fool walking around after this tower moment, dazed and confused, traumatized, runs across this beautiful woman, this being of light, this feminine energy that really lifts that cup or that bowl to his parched and chapped lips to give him the drink that he needs, okay, to satiate, but not only to satiate, but to give him that life force energy that he needs to go on, opening up that channel. So there's healing taking place. There may be a healer around you, whether that's a reader or a Reikiist, or whatever modality of healing that you take part of, that somebody's really working with you. It's also your spirit guides and your angels who are also rallying around you. Okay, when you're sleeping, especially if you're not remembering your dreams, they might be engaging in psychic surgery for some of you. That's for those of you who feel like you were dreaming, but you can't quite remember them. That's a weird message because that hasn't come through in any of my other readings, but it's beautiful energy in your surroundings, in your environment, this healing, trusting your intuition. I love this full moon energy. We just had the full moon in Scorpio, which is all about digging deep and doing that shadow work. And a lot of us at that time and or during this Venus retrograde period, we're going to be triggered again by seeing pictures or by receiving actual messages from somebody in our past, so we can bring about this healing and this closure. What you're being blocked by is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, the Two of Pentacles. It's like balancing too much. Some of you, again, in perfect Gemini fashion, might be of two minds about something. So where you go back and forth, right? The twins, the light and the dark, So it doesn't surprise me. But what Spirit is saying here is it's time to put down one of these pentacles and just focus on refilling that cup. All right? It's very clear. It's a very clear message here. Now, what's unconsciously or subconsciously affecting this situation? The Knight of Wands. I feel like you have a lot of passion for this person. There's a lot of attraction. But remember, with Venus and Gemini, we're not going to be putting a precedence on passionate, intense physical attractions. We're going to be putting more of a precedence on a lighthearted and more cerebral approach to love, and for lovers who are going to be thrilling us mentally. Okay, like so long conversations, or waking up next to that person talking about world events, whatever that is for you. Okay, that cerebral intimacy, okay, that intelligence, whatever that is for you, is going to be really important. But the Knight of Wands energy is also telling me that there's a lot of movement here. One or both of you may need to travel to see each other. Okay, so there may be, I'm seeing with the World card and with the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Cups, that this might be somebody who's long distance. They could be in a different state, county, country, what have you. They might be from a completely different culture. They may physically look different. You might have religious differences with this person. Because the Knight of Wands is a diplomat. The Knight of Wands is all about, is like chivalrous. He's not afraid of anything. He's athletic. He's charismatic. He goes after what he wants. And I feel like in this connection, Gemini, you or this person or both of you, this is what you want. This is a sort of a refreshing reading because some of the other readings have been quite intense. Some people are going through some quite heartbreaking situations or some difficult times, but I do feel like there's some difficulty here, but it's not like those other readings. I feel like more than anything, distance, Gemini, is a huge issue for you. Yeah, but you feel this magnetic attraction. There's something here that needs to be healed, though, okay? Again, it's that Ace of Cups with this Four of Swords, Page of Cups. You might be getting a message that's going to bring you a lot of healing. Okay, it could be, for some of you, it might be a message of an ending, but now that you know where you have to start. You know where you go from here as well. Okay, so it might bring in that closure you're looking for. But again, take it how it resonates. Now, in your recent past or in your past energy, you have the Hermit energy. This is solitude. So for some of you, after this connection, or maybe even you guys are just a long distance relationship, you find yourself feeling quite alone. And whether you are alone or not, or maybe within your current connection, you felt quite lonely. Like you needed to journey by yourself. There was some healing and learning that needed to take place. And this Virgo energy tells me that that's exactly what you did. I love that because, Hermit energy is also about healing. It's about following your own guiding light. Again, this person's walking this dark path through the moon. Again, some of you, this Scorpio full moon brought you an awareness, or you uncovered hidden secrets or mysteries that really help you in this process. Okay, it's nice energy. It's Virgo. Now, the Temperance card is what's coming in from above. It's what's also on your conscious mind. Temperance. It's about blending. It's about healing. It's about taking the middle road. Some of you feel so extremely passionate, and I feel like you're going to be holding back a little bit, which is okay. I mean, Spirit's supporting that as well. Some of you might have gone in like guns a-blazing towards a new connection, and somebody may have pulled back, you or that person. Remember, you can always flip the characters in the story, and now you're thinking, okay, maybe I need to take sort of this middle road so that I don't come off as strong. The Temperance card is beautiful. It's the archetype of Iris, who is the messenger to the gods. So it's all about also your connection with spirit, communing with source. We see that here with the Four of Swords, meditation and prayer. So really focusing on your spirituality, really focusing on healing any old wounds, past hurts and disappointments, because that's what retrogrades are all about. Again, we're going to be triggered by certain past events. It could be our very first love relationship. It could be they could be childhood wounds. It could be past life stuff as well. You could be doing soul retrieval, and that's what you need to focus on in this healing and aligning and this balancing. But the Knight of Cups, I love this energy, because here we have somebody who's gone within and they've done this work and they've done it alone, and now they're ready to make a commitment. They're ready to make an offering, and that's a love offering. Okay, so whereas in a lot of the other readings, I hope you guys are checking your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, which should be all available today. But, in some of these readings, it's like somebody coming back just for healing and closure. But in my Gemini reading, I feel like some of you guys are going to be rekindling or starting a new relationship. All right, and I like it. I like the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is emotional commitment. He's romance. He's that knight in shining armor, okay, regardless of your gender. So Gemini, let's go ahead and pull. I'm going to pull energy oracle cards for you guys from May 13th today through June 25th. Messages for my dearest Geminis, May 13th through June 25th. Patience. Look at that. Look at that. This is always in this deck is my Temperance card. Some of you guys are earth angels. For others of you, this is a reminder from Spirit that you're surrounded by your angels and your spirit guides. They're supporting you on this journey and this healing process. This is also a message about divine timing being at work in your love life. I love it. Gemini, victory. 28 breaks down to a 10. That's completion. That's closure. This is a major victory. So, this Gemini, for this retrograde, Venus in retrograde and Gemini energy might be really good for you guys. You guys are definitely going to be feeling it more intensely, but I feel like it's bringing something back around that's going to be pretty awesome. Caring connections, of course it is. 14 breaks down to a 5. Change and fluctuation. You're definitely having a change in a relationship. Somebody's coming towards you. Some of you guys might be getting engaged, might even be getting married during this social distancing. You know, if you're with a long-term, with a long-term partner, maybe they're like, you know what, honey, let's just do it now. Just the two of us here. Post our pictures online. I feel like there's so much romance here. I love it. Gemini. Oh, this is like such a beautiful reading because some of my other signs recently have been harsh. The messages have been harsh. I'm not getting that. Healer of the ages. So, wow. Wow. Oh, but you have all of the healing cards coming out. You guys have been doing the work. You guys are healing. Some of you, you're going to be, you might be with a really evolved partner. You guys are going to have some amazing conversations and work together to heal some issues that you guys have, one or both of you have been experiencing in a relationship. Some of you, it's repairing a relationship. For others of you, you're going to be getting a message or an offering from someone that you've been waiting for. And you know what? It's going to turn this cup right side up. So I'm going to leave it right side up because that's the energy I want to be drawn towards you. At the bottom of the deck, financial constraints. Remember, Venus also rules money. And I feel like if this is a connection that's being rekindled in the past, somebody might have been feeling pressure because of their job or their finances. Now, remember, if you're experiencing relationship problems, and they usually go hand in hand with money problems, not always, but it's all about being in the flow. Okay, so remember, like if you're struggling in both arenas in your life or both areas, there's some sort of blockage here that needs to be cleared. Okay, and that's why all of this healing is coming out. But Gemini, this is gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. Additional messages for my gems, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from May 13th through June 25th. Calling in your soulmate. I'm so giddy for you guys. Well, I guess for us, right? Because my Venus is in Gemini, so keep your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Ooh, I feel like I'm your best girlfriend. I'm so excited for you. This is beautiful. Healing family issues. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Gemini. Seriously, can any more healing take place? You have no idea how happy this reading is making me for you. No idea. This is so amazing. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of you might have childhood issues and traumas to work through in order to call in your soulmate. And I see you guys doing the work. Some of you might be doing it and not even realizing it, but major improvements. And I feel like some of you also, if it doesn't relate to love for you, it's going to be increasing that flow and your financial abundance as well. Man, Gemini, I'm so happy I did your reading. I was like, you're not the last reading, but it's like, I just heard, Spirit say I saved the best for last. You guys. So happy. All right, let's go ahead and see. I'm pulling cards from the Heal Yourself reading cards by Ina Segal. So I'm going to read for you from the book. As you guys know, if you've been listening to me for a while, I love these cards. They're powerful, and the messages, the book is so spot on. Messages for Gemini from May 13th through June 25th. That's it. Oh, self-love. Look at that. Look at this. The Page of Cups is also all about balancing. It's a sense of like maturing. And I feel like what you weren't able to manifest, you will be able to now that this healing has taken place, now that there's a maturity, you're entering this stage in life, or, you're up leveling. you're aligning, and that's just going to bring so many miracles to you. But it's really important that you focus on self-love. 24 breaks down to 6. That's my card of Venus. Okay, so let's go ahead. I love this. This is beautiful. Seriously, Gemini, the best reading so far. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love and self-criticism are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. I told you, some of you guys, some of this stress has been affecting you guys physically. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer. Keep your heart open even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. That's awesome. And I think that echoes a lot of what I was saying throughout this reading. So let's go ahead and pull some additional messages, or final messages in this case, for my dearest gems, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from May 13th through June 25th. Oh, can't take all those. I just heard, I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't sing that song right now. It's like an old song. It's not like an old song, it is an old song. See, I'm all chatty and giddy. In true Gemini fashion, right? Come on, another message please for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Can't shuffle these cards. And they don't want to come out. It's like that's the only message that wants to come out. Take that one. All right, look at how closely these colors match. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Yep, and that's like not focusing so much on the physical, but being best friends with this person and their lover. And then you get sacred union. Gemini, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Best reading ever. Seriously, I absolutely love this. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all of your love and support. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support that you guys continuously show this channel. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.